Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. First of all, we would like to introduce our group members. My name is Noor Afifa, Nurdayana Allissa, Noor Hafizza, Syasya Farhana and Mohamad Raffiq. Today, we will presenting our AirAsia case study for the subject Change and Organization Development HRM645. Now, let's move on to the introductions of our case study.
AirAsia, one of the leading low-cost airlines in Southeast Asia. AirAsia is well known for providing affordable domestic and international flights, making air travel accessible to millions of people. The company operates in a highly competitive aviation industry and focuses on cost efficiency while maintaining customer accessibility. We selected AirAsia for this study because of its strong response during the COVID-19 crisis, where it faced significant challenges but adapted through various organizational changes. Therefore, AirAsia served as a good example of organizational development in a crisis situation. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, AirAsia was recognized for its high aircraft utilization, cost leadership strategy, and strong regional network across Southeast Asia. However, during the pandemic, the airline faced major challenges including flight cancellations, grounded aircraft, a significant decline in passenger numbers, and severe financial pressure. Despite these difficulties, AirAsia successfully recovered after the pandemic. In 2024, it served approximately 63 million passengers and restored 84% of its operating capacity. The company also expanded its business through digital and logistic platforms such as AirAsia Move and Teleport, demonstrating its resilience and adaptability.
For my part, I will continue with the issue related to AirAsia organization development. The first issue is operational recovery and capacity constraint after the COVID-19 pandemic. As travel demand recovered rapidly, AirAsia faced challenge in matching increasing passenger demand with operational readiness, including aircraft availability, maintenance schedule, and flight operation capacity. In 2024, AirAsia had only recovered about 84% of its pre-pandemic capacity, while carrying around 63 million passengers with a high load factor of 89%. This created operational pressure across departments and reflect a change management challenge that required strong coordination and adaptive planning to maintain service quality. The second issue is organization restructuring and workforce challenge after COVID-19. AirAsia implemented restructuring by consolidating its business unit to improve efficiency and reduce complexity. However, this also led to workforce uncertainty, possible job reduction, and lower employee morale, resulting in resistance to change. From an organization development perspective, this highlights the importance of strong leadership, clear communication, and employee engagement in managing transformation effectively. Overall, this issue highlights ongoing challenge of balance, cost efficiency, and organization restructuring with workforce stability and long-term human capital sustainability. Next, I will explain the finding based on the graph presented. The graph for issue 1 shows that AirAsia only recovered 84% of its operational capacity in 2024, while passenger demand remained high at 89%. This imbalance created operational pressure across the organization. The graph for issue 2 showed that the organization restructuring process involved around 24% workforce adjustment. This led to employer uncertainty and resistance to change within the organization. This summarizing the key finding from the two issues. I will now hand it over to my friends of the next part. Thank you very much.
Now, let's move on how to overcome this issue. This slide shows how AirAsia overcame its challenges through operational and organizational actions. First, for operational actions, AirAsia used a gradual recovery strategy. Instead of returning to full operational immediately, the company reactivated its aircraft step by step. This helped AirAsia manage costs and match its operations with customer demand. The airline also used a demand-based scheduling, which means flight and routes were planned based on market needs. In addition, AirAsia relied on data-driven planning to make a better operational decision and improve efficiency. Next, for organizational actions, AirAsia restructured its business by consolidating its operations under a single structure. This helped to improve coordination and reduce complexity within the organizations. The company also introduced cost optimizations measures to control expenses and improve financial performance. Strong leadership was another important factor. Leaders acted as change agents and guide employees through the transformations process. Lastly, AirAsia focused on digital expansion through platforms such as AirAsia Move and Teleport. This initiative to help create new business opportunities and support long-term growth. As a conclusion, AirAsia was successfully overcame its challenges through a careful operational planning, organizational restructuring, strong leadership, and digital innovations. This effort helped the company recover and continue growing in a competitive industry. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Based on our evaluation, the action taken by AirAsia can be considered effective in supporting the company's recovery after the pandemic. Firstly, AirAsia shows strong operational performance by carrying 63 million passengers in 2024 and achieving an 89% load factor. This indicates strong market demand and efficient use of available capacity. Secondly, the company successfully restored about 84% of its pre-pandemic operational capacity with around 205 active aircraft. This demonstrates that AirAsia adopted a phased recovery strategy, allowing the company to rebuild operations gradually while maintaining stability. In addition, AirAsia streamlined its operation through restructuring and invested in digital platforms such as AirAsia Move and Teleport. This initiative improved operational efficiency and created new revenue opportunities for long-term sustainability. However, there were also some challenges. Workforce restructuring and cost-cutting measures may have caused uncertainty and reduced employee morale. This suggests that while the company succeeds in operational recovery, more attention should be given to employee engagement and communications. Overall, AirAsia change initiatives were moderately effective because they successfully improved business performance and positioned the company for future growth, although there is still room for improvement in managing the human aspect of change.
However, despite these positive outcomes, there are several limitations that can be identified from AirAsia actions. Firstly, employee uncertainty increased during the restructuring process, particularly due to organizational change and workforce adjustment. Secondly, this situation may have led to a potential decline in employee morale. As change in structure and job security concerns can affect motivation and engagement. So overall, while AirAsia was successful in improving operational performance, the effectiveness of its action appeared to be stronger in operational aspect compared to the human resource or employee-related aspect. In closing, AirAsia's journey reminds us that post-pandemic recovery is not just about restarting operations, but about rethinking them. Through organizational change required balancing demands with readiness, reshaping leadership, and investing in digital transformation and people. The lesson is clear for sustainable recovery come when strategic agility is paired with communication, capability building, and care for employee well-being. That's how organizations move forward, not just quickly but wisely.